Blessings to all. Share this YouTube for everyone to see and kick the neck.
29. Kana Jatak. Yetoyeto Garuduran, Yeto Gambira Vithani Tatsu Kanho Gyunjanti Swisutham Vahate Dhurati. Also, once upon a time, Tiloguru Buddha, who was working at Devram Vehira, performed a miracle and said this Jatak. On the day when Sarvajna performed a miracle and the rain in the divine world was heavy, the monks of Van Kalal in the Jeta forest with a large entourage gathered in the Damsabha Mandapa. There is no other creature capable of holding the position held by the Omniscient One. The sages who were Makhali Gosaladi did not perform a single miracle saying that we would perform a miracle. They said that Kali, the Omniscient One, is very wonderful and recited the virtues of the Buddha. At that time, the Omniscient One came and said, "Monks, what kind of speech should be given now? Lord, you are not left with another story. Monks, who is now holding such a warm position, when you were so excited to talk about your virtues?" Vadra said until the end that I, who was born in the previous Kirishan Yodhya, will not have anything equal to me. On the last day, when a king named Brahmadatta was ruling the city of Varanasi, we, Mahabosatana, were born in the womb of a cow. After that, when he was younger, his wife's children rented an old woman's house for rent. That old woman fed the great Bodhisattva with food, etc., and kept him in the position of a son. It was the Arya Kakala, known by this name, when puberty came. Ajana Varna walks the village Goth and Kati. It is polite. The village children walk around hanging on. That Taurus one day thought like this. My mother is miserable. They put me in the position of a son and nourished me more like sorrow. Therefore, I looked at Balama and thought that it would be better if they ate poor food and stayed in the garden. Then, one day, the son of a nursing leader, along with 500 wagons, went to a deep, uneven path. His bullocks are 500 carts. At that time, the cowherd said to catch it and use it. He said that he does not have a husband here. Hearing this, the nurse leader tied a rope to him and failed to shake him. I will go when the Bodhi animals are drawn by carts. Didn't think. Knowing his intention, Sattu Naikaputra prayed that when 500 galas were built by you, I would rent 2 yellow pots for each gala and give 1,000. At that time, the Bodhi animals also left. Seeing the Bodhi animals that came close to the chariot, Rishabhaya jumped on the chariot. At that time, the Bodhisattvas raised and built at the same speed. All 500 wagons were built in this manner. The sons of Sattunayake tied 500 yellow flowers to each of the 2 garlands and tied them to the great Bodhisattva. Bodhisattvas do not know the first fixed rent that they will give me. Therefore, I will not make him now, and they went and packed their clothes before the bait. Those who try to remove it are removed and ignored. At that time, the son of the nursing leader thought that this man was not enough for his rent, so he tied a bundle of thousands of clothes in one cloth and hung him up, saying that he had paid the rent. Mahabosatano took the sheet tied with 1,000 and went near Manyan. The village children saw that and came close to the Bodhi animals asking who Arya Kakala was. The Bodhi animals recruited those little boys behind them and went close to the lady. As 500 wagons were built, forms whose eyes were reddened were formed. When the old devotees worshipped the great Bodhisattva and saw the 1,000-fold veil, where did they get it? The cowherd children asked, Who are you? Do I want to live on the rent you have given me? All the oil was poured and the bread was served and the supper was eaten. Having passed away with the Bodhisattvas, the Lord Buddha has passed away. The old woman is this Utpala Varna Mahasthavira. Arya Sambudhu was the king himself.